Welcome to Minnesota Twins franchise. This is episode number 31, a four-game series from Fenway Park against the Boston Red Sox. The Twins coming in at 46-49, 7 games behind the Detroit Tigers in the American League Central. The Boston Red Sox 43-50, 9.5 games back and in last place of the American League East. Quick look also at the American League West Division. The Rangers at 55-41, half a game ahead of the Astros, 2.5 over the Angels, and 3.5 ahead of Seattle. And the American League Wild Card race. The Astros and the Blue Jays and Yankees are tied. The Twins 7.5 games back in the hunt for October. Game 96 from Fenway Park. The Twins, the Red Sox. Joe Mauer with a runner on first and 2 outs in the top of the third inning. Xander Bogaerts with his little scoop to second base for the out. Still no score. Xander Bogaerts now. Base hit into left center field. A run will come in to score. And the Red Sox go up 1-0 at the end of inning number 3. Dustin Pedroia now. Squares one up and blasts it over the monster for a solo home run for Dustin Pedroia. The Red Sox lead 2-0. Pedroia's 9th home run on the season. Later in the inning, Blake Swihart takes one into right field over the short porch and into the bullpen. The Red Sox take an early 3-0 lead on Swihart's first home run of the season. And that ends the 4th inning. Red Sox 3 runs on 5 hits. The Twins no runs on 3 hits. Eduardo Nunez now. Bloops one into right field. Misplayed in right. Allows a run to come in to score for the Twins. Eduardo Nunez with the RBI. It's 3-1 Boston. Bases loaded now. Trevor Plouffe at the plate. Plouffe turns on one, barrels it up, and takes it into left field over the monster for a grand slam. Plouffe's 10th home run of the season, and that puts the Twins up by a score of 5-3 in the middle of 5 innings. David Ortiz at the plate now. Poppy goes oppo field. 410-foot home run over the monster. For Poppy, that's home run number 27 on the season. A 2-run blast gives the Red Sox a 7-5 lead. Or excuse me, that ties the game up at 5 for Boston. And Juan Centeno takes the 3rd strike looking. Doesn't agree with the call. 6th inning, still tied at 5. Eduardo Nunez on the base pass. Takes second base. Throw not in time. Byron Buxton at the plate. Lines one up the middle. Eduardo Nunez rounding third, heading for the plate. And throw is up the third baseline, not in time. Nunez comes around to score on Buxton's RBI. And the Twins lead at 7-5. Plouffe on the backhand, sliding play made at the end of the 7th inning. The Twins 7, the Red Sox 5. As we head to the 8th. Runners on the corners now for Joe Mauer. Mauer splits the gap in left center. 1 run comes around to score. Danny Santana also follows him in. And the Twins take a 9-5 lead over Boston. Brian Dozier now, who's absolutely starting to catch fire here. Dozier drives one into right field into the bullpen. A 2-run home run for Brian Dozier, number 17 on the season. And the Twins go on to win 11-5 in comeback fashion over the Red Sox at Fenway Park. The Twins improved to 47-49. Phil Hughes gets the victory despite only pitching 5 innings. Robbie Ross tagged with the loss for the Red Sox. Joe Mauer 2 of 3. scored 2 runs and had 3 driven in. Game number 97, Red Sox and Twins from Fenway Park, second game of a 4-game series. Ricky Nolasco on the mound for the Twins. Red Sox line one into left field. Puts runners on second and third. Another runner gets on for Boston here to load the bases with nobody out in the first inning. And a base hit with the bases loaded into left field. As Mookie Betts drives in a pair. Red Sox go up 2-0. Later on in the inning, a home run to left field over the monster off the bat of Travis Shaw. 12th home run of the season for Shaw, and the Red Sox take a 4-0 lead over the Twins at the end of 1. Eduardo Escobar takes one opposite field. And that one's got enough height to get out. For home run number 15, a solo shot for Escobar. Kurt Suzuki now follows one up with a blast of his own over the monster. That is home run number 5 for Kurt Suzuki. And the Twins are cutting into that Red Sox lead. It is 6-2 in the middle of the game, middle of the 5th inning. Red Sox 6 runs on 7 hits. The Twins 2 on 5 hits with 2 errors. Little blooper over Joe Mauer's head into right field. Run comes in to score for Boston. Hanley Ramirez with the base hit and the RBI there for the Red Sox. They lead at 7-2 at the end of 5. Escobar again now. Drives one to the right side. Dustin Pedroia makes the diving stop. Throw from his knees. And Dustin Pedroia makes a beautiful play at second base, getting the uniform dirty. What do you know, Dustin Pedroia. Xander Bogaerts now drives one to right field. And nothing that Miguel Sano can do but watch that one leave the yard. Solo home run for Bogaerts, number 13 on the season. That pushes the Red Sox out to an 8-2 lead at the end of inning number 7. Trying to even up the series at 1 apiece. Brian Dozier, broken bat. Diving play by Hanley Ramirez at first in foul territory off the broken bat blooper. Red Sox go on to win the game 10-2 over the Twins. Improving to 44 and 51. The Twins 47 and 50. 3 errors on the day for Minnesota. Not great defense. Ricky Nolasco only lasts 4 innings, giving up 8 hits and 7 runs, 6 of them earned. Stephen Wright with the win for Boston. On to game number 98, Fenway Park. Twins and Red Sox, third game of a 4-game series. David Price on the hill for Boston, sporting a 7-8 record, a 4.68 ERA in 117 and a third innings. He's facing Irvin Santana, who's 8-7 with a 2.98 ERA. This is the marquee matchup of the series, pitching-wise. Joe Mauer turns one around, driving it deep into right field, and that one's going to get out. A 2-run bomb for Joe Mauer. And that is home run number 6 on the season for the Minnesota Twins' highly paid first baseman. And the Twins jump out to a 2-0 lead in the middle of inning number 1. Eduardo Escobar barrels one up, going opposite field with it. And that one is also going to reach the bullpen for a solo home run for Eduardo Escobar, number 16 on the season. Eduardo Nunez follows that one up with a 404-foot blast to right center field, and the Twins are roughing up David Price here in game number 3 of the series. Rough day on the mound for David Price. A 2-run blast for Eduardo Nunez. Number 5 for Nunez on the season. And the Twins have a 5-0 lead in the middle of inning number 2. Getting to David Price early. Santana on the mound now. Dustin Pedroia grounds out to second baseman Eduardo Escobar. And at the end of inning number 2, Twins still lead at 5-0 here in Boston. Miguel Sano, again off David Price, and he leaves this one up in Sano's wheelhouse. A little cookie for Sano, and he drives it to left field over the wall. Number 14 on the season for Miguel. It's absolutely right down the middle. Eduardo Escobar bloops one into right center field. Mookie Betts coming over. Makes a beautiful diving play. Excuse me, not Mookie Betts. Jackie Bradley Jr. comes over, makes a beautiful diving play for Boston. Jackie Bradley Jr. gets that one. Miguel Sano now for the Twins. Another bomb. It is 6-0 Minnesota. Brian Dozier getting in on the action. Dozier drives one over the monster in left field. A grand slam for Brian Dozier, his 18th of the season. And the Twins are absolutely running away with this one. It's 10-0 in the middle of inning number 4 for Minnesota. Beautiful look at Fenway Park on a 10-0 Twins lead in the 5th inning. Top of the 5th, Joe Mauer lines one up the middle, gets past Pedroia. Throw on to third is going to gun down Byron Buxton, trying to make his way to third base. A little base running error for Buxton, making the last out of the inning at third. Next inning, though, Trevor Plouffe. And the Twins slugfest continues. Trevor Plouffe, home run number 11, a 2-run blast, and Minnesota is up 12-0 at this point. 13-0 Twins. Irvin Santana strikes Mookie Betts out, swinging. And at the end of 7, it's 13-0 in favor of the Twins. The Twins, 21 hits on the day for Minnesota. Ground ball to third. And the throw to the plate gets Xander Bogaerts. The Twins end up with a 13-0 shutout on the strength of 23 hits. Irvin Santana goes 8 innings. Brian Dozier 2 for 6 with a home run and 4 RBIs. David Price roughed up, only lasted 3 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs, walk, and 1 strikeout. A trade in baseball. Kendrys Morales. The Tampa Bay Rays pick up the first baseman from the Kansas City Royals in exchange for starting pitcher Brent Honeywell. Both teams trying to shore up their lineups coming down the stretch run of the season. Game number 99 from Fenway Park, the final game of a 4-game series. Twins coming in at 48-50, Red Sox at 44-52. Twins with a 2-1 series lead, trying to take 3 games out of 4 here at Fenway. Rick Porcello on the mound for the Red Sox. Kyle Gibson goes for the Twins. Joe Mauer drives one into right field. Runner coming around third will come in to score. Joe Mauer on an 11-game hitting streak puts the Twins up 1-0 in the middle of inning number 1. The Twins jump out to an early lead once again. Mookie Betts strikes out looking on the pitch from Kyle Gibson. Does not agree with it. And at the end of inning number 4, the Twins lead the Red Sox 1-0. Juan Centeno in the 5th now. He strikes out swinging. And in the middle of 5, it's still 1-0 Minnesota. Porcello pitching well, as is Kyle Gibson. Gibson on the mound here with the runner on first. 0-2 count with 2 outs. And Gibson puts the fastball right on the black, getting the strikeout. And at the end of 5, the Twins with a 1-0 lead. A hit into the gap in right center field. Chased down there by Buxton. Here's the relay on to third, and they get him at third, trying to stretch that one into a triple. Trevor Plouffe tags him out going into third. A beautiful play by the Twins defensively. Kyle Gibson gets Mookie Betts to swing and miss again. At the end of the sixth, Minnesota 1, Boston nothing. Here at Fenway, Miguel Sano now. Barrels one up to left field. And that one's got the height to get out. Sano with home run number 15. Solo shot. And that will put the Twins up 2-0 halfway through the seventh inning. Mookie Betts now, after a pair of strikeouts, finally makes contact to one, and he hits that one to dead center. An absolute bomb for Mookie Betts off of Michael Tonkin. 3-run home run for Betts. His 12th of the season, and that puts the Red Sox up 3-2 at the end of the 8th. That turns the game upside down. The Twins go from leading 2-0. One swing of the bat, the Red Sox are up 3-2. They go on to win by that score. Red Sox 3 runs on 12 hits. Twins 2 runs on 8 hits. Robbie Ross with the win, Michael Tonkin with the loss, and a bullpen decision in this one. Fourth and final game, the Red Sox take it 3-2 here in Boston.